Have you ever suffered from loneliness? Have you ever stopped to think about what it means to be alone? Does this word arouse fear, sadness, or simply curiosity within you? Or for you, is solitude a moment of serenity, a moment in which you find yourself with yourself? In the video you are about to watch, thanks to a Zen story and Buddhist wisdom, you will discover that loneliness is of multiple types. You will also discover the power of solitude in your life, as well as how to feel good alone despite many people thinking that you should always be in company. Loneliness is an often misunderstood and sometimes feared topic, but one that holds immense power for our spiritual and mental well-being. For this reason, it should not be feared, but embraced as an opportunity to grow and discover our true self. And if you stay until the end, you will discover what the benefits of solitude are and how to make it become your most precious ally. But before continuing, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to stay updated when we publish new content for your spiritual growth. In an ancient monastery located among the majestic mountains of Japan, the elderly and wise Buddhist monk Aki was preparing for his usual lesson. His disciples, on this occasion, would have heard him speak about the power of solitude. The air was filled with the intoxicating scent of incense and flowers, and in the monastery garden the birds sang, conveying the sense of peace. Today, my dear disciples, I will talk to you about the art of solitude, a topic often misunderstood and sometimes feared, began the monk. In reality, this theme holds immense power for our spiritual and mental well-being, he added. A curious murmur ran through the group. Loneliness for many was synonymous with sadness, isolation, and emptiness. Yet, Master Aki's eyes gave off a warm and reassuring light, as if he were about to reveal a precious secret to them. There are two kinds of solitude, the monk continued. There is the loneliness of the wounded wolf who retreats into his den to escape pain and danger, and negative loneliness made of fear and closure towards the world, which isolates us and makes us more fragile. And then there is the solitude of the lion who climbs to the top of the mountain to contemplate the panorama and draw strength and wisdom from the vastness that surrounds him. A positive solitude, consciously chosen to rediscover oneself and one's inner harmony. Aki paused, letting his words sink into the hearts of his disciples. The solitude of the lion, he continued, is like a balm for the soul. It is a quiet refuge where we can listen to the voice of our heart without the deafening noise of the outside world. It's an opportunity to recharge our batteries, to reconnect with our essence, and to rediscover our true nature. Master, can you explain to us exactly what the benefits of solitude are? A disciple asked curiously. Mental clarity was the first benefit on which the monk's attention was focused. Solitude, like a placid lake reflecting the clear sky, allows us to free the mind from daily chaos and obsessive thoughts, allowing us to see things with greater clarity and lucidity, he said. Imagine yourself in a silent forest, far from the hustle and bustle of the city. The rustling of leaves moving in the wind, the singing of birds, and the sound of a flowing stream are the only sounds you hear. There are no external distractions, just your breathing and your thoughts. In this state of mental stillness, your mind calms down, and it becomes clearer, allowing you to see things with a new perspective and make more informed decisions. While the disciples were fascinated by their mentor's words, Aki moved on to the second benefit related to solitude. Solitude, like fertile soil where seeds germinate, nourishes our creativity, he continued. Know that it is in silence that the most brilliant intuitions and the most inspired works of art are often born. Think of great artists like Beethoven, who found inspiration in long solitary walks in nature, or to writers like Virginia Woolf, who retreated to an isolated room to bring her novels to life. Solitude allows us to come into contact with our deepest part, where imagination and originality reside. And it is in this inner space, free from external pressures, that we can bring out our most innovative and creative ideas. Solitude, like an introspective journey, leads us to discover the treasures hidden within us. Aki continued. It is an opportunity to explore our deepest emotions, better understand our values and our priorities. Imagine spending a day in silence, without interacting with anyone and dedicating yourself exclusively to yourself. Get a diary and start writing your thoughts, your fears, your dreams. Or sit in meditation and focus on your breathing. In this space of introspection, you will come face to face with yourself. And in doing so, you will learn to know your most intimate facets and understand the motivations that guide your actions. It is a journey of self-discovery, an adventure towards your most authentic essence. The disciples looked at the monk with looks full of gratitude for what they were learning. And Ike continued his lesson. Solitude, like a child marveling at a flower blooming, helps us slow down and focus on the present moment. It allows us to derive joy from small things and appreciate the beauty of the world around us. Turn off your phone, step away from the computer, and take a walk in nature. Observe the trees moving in the wind, the flowers blooming, the birds singing. Pay attention to details, sounds, scents. In this state of present awareness, you will realize the beauty that we often take for granted, and you will rediscover the joy of living in every moment. Solitude, like a balm for the heart, also helps us cultivate gratitude. It's a chance to reflect on everything we're grateful for in our lives, from the people we love to the little things that make us happy. So, take a notebook and start writing a list of all the things you feel grateful for. It can be your family, your friends, your health, a roof over your head, a good meal, or whatever. Focus on the positive in your life, even the little things we often take for granted. Gratitude will open your heart to happiness and help you appreciate your life more. Another important thing related to solitude is that it makes us autonomous and teaches us to walk on our own 2 feet. Thanks to it, we become less dependent on others. Remember that this does not mean isolating yourself from the world, but rather developing healthy self-esteem and deep self-confidence. Imagine spending some time alone, traveling, or on a spiritual retreat. During this time, you will have to learn to fend for yourself, make autonomous decisions, and face difficulties with your own strength. This will make you more self-confident and help you develop strong emotional and mental independence. As the sun began to hide behind the mountains and the disciples listened with great attention, Aki continued talking about inner peace. Solitude, like a safe haven where we can distance ourselves from the turmoil of the outside world, allows us to cultivate inner peace, he said. It is a balm for the soul that helps us find harmony within ourselves. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, Aki suggested. Close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Observe your thoughts without judging them and let them flow away like clouds in the sky. Practice meditation, listen to your favorite music, or write in a journal. In this space of inner stillness, your mind will calm and your heart will open to peace. And solitude will guide you towards a deep and lasting sense of well-being. Remember, dear disciples, that Buddhist wisdom teaches that solitude is an essential component of the spiritual path. I myself have spent long periods of solitude meditating under trees, and I can tell you that this practice has allowed me to achieve a profound understanding of myself and the world around me. Solitude allows us to detach ourselves from the material world and connect with our spiritual nature. It helps us develop compassion, love, and wisdom, which are essential qualities for a fulfilling and meaningful life. If you are seeking to grow as a person and as a spiritual being, I encourage you to cultivate the art of solitude. Don't be afraid to spend time alone. because it is a precious opportunity to discover yourself, to find inner peace, and to live a richer and more fulfilling life. Remember that solitude is not isolation, but a profound union with oneself. It is a journey of discovery, an adventure into our true nature. Embrace solitude with courage and open-mindedness, and you will discover a priceless treasure within yourself. Master, how can we practice solitude in our daily lives? Asked the disciple. The first thing you can do is to find a quiet place where you will not be disturbed, such as a quiet room in your home, a park surrounded by nature, or a Buddhist temple. Turn off your phone and other electronic devices. Detach yourself from the noise and distractions of the outside world to focus on yourself and your inner world. Then you can learn to meditate. Meditation is an excellent practice for cultivating inner peace and mental clarity. There are several meditation techniques, so find the one that works best for you. Writing a diary is another very useful thing. Spend time writing down your thoughts, emotions, and experiences. This will help you understand yourself better and clarify your mind. Then always spend time in nature. Walk in the forest, sit by a lake, or simply watch the sky. Nature has an enormous calming and regenerating power for the soul of each of us. And remember that solitude is a personal journey. There is no right or wrong way to cultivate it. The important thing is to find what works best for you and what helps you feel good about yourself. So, work on yourself and your spiritual path, and make solitude a strength for your inner peace.